Now we're going to be looking at how to make changes to your slider that shows up on the home page. Go over to Soliloquy. That's our slider system that we're using. And you can click on Soliloquy. You can see what we already have. And we are not using that black and white one. And so we can go ahead and trash it. This home page one we are using. If you want to make changes to it, then you can click Edit. See, we have all these photos down here, but let's say we want to add another image to it. You go in here and you upload an image. Now, in general, things on this website will function in a way where you are doing them from the WordPress media files. That is not what happens in this context. Instead, you're going to have to upload them separately to this part of the website, straight to Soliloquy. So even if you uploaded it somewhere else on your website, it's not available. You need to upload it directly here. Within these images, if you want to add other options, you can make it go to whatever link you want it to go to. In this case, it goes to Seniors. You can make it open in a new tab. Image title, image text, we're not using, and so that's not relevant. You can add an image caption. I don't believe that's set up perfectly right now in a way that would work. It might be. If you find that you're wanting to add captions to your images on the slideshow and it's not set up right, we'd be happy to help you get that set up in a better way. But if you want to add more images, delete images, that's all there is to it. Under config, then you can change the size of the slider. You don't want to mess with that too much or it will change aspects of how your site functions, and that's not good for you. You can change if you have the pro version of this, you have other options for transitions. Right now we have the free version. If you ever want the pro version, you'll have several other ways that you can transition from one slide to another. You can change how long it takes to go from one slide to the other. If you think it's going too slow, too fast, you can just mess around with it. And then the transition speed as well. The slider gutter, not something you want to mess with. Crop images and slider. Not something that you want to mess with either. Under miscellaneous, then you can change the name of the slider. That doesn't show up on the home page or anything. That's just for your personal reference. You can change the slider slug, not something you need to mess with. The CSS, also something you don't need to mess with. If you want to add another slider to some other part of your website, then it's fairly simple to do. You click Add New. And then you add your images just like you did before. You configure all those settings that you did before with the size and so forth, and then you're good to go. Once you have a slider that is created, then the shortcode here is what you need to be able to insert it into a page. You copy it, you paste it where you want it. Let's say that we have the Seniors page here and we want to edit it. Let's go there a different way. That's going to mess up in a moment when we do that. Let's go to our Seniors page again though, and then we want to edit this page. We're going to add a slider within there. We think it's a little bit dull with just the text, so then we paste that in, we preview it, and now that's right at the top of the page, just like it is on the home page. That's part of that page. Fairly simple to use. Not something you're necessarily going to need to be messing with all the time, but adding photos, deleting photos, changing links for them, those things are all very simple things you can easily do on your own. If you have any questions about how to use the slider system we have in place, feel free to call us, text us, email us, whatever's best for you.